Audio Commentary Collection. Hey everybody, this is Stryker, and this is an audio commentary collection. You might be thinking, well, why? Well, I'm basically taking these off my DVR of the Xbox One, so I figured, you know what, if I'm going to do an audio commentary where I can actually collect them all together and put these all together, there's 6 of them total, I figured, you know what, this is the only time I can do it, unless I wanted to try to do it later in a different program, but it wouldn't be on upload, or I wouldn't have them all together like this. So I figured, yeah, sure. So this includes, my first 6, not including How the F Did I Die. That technically would be number 6, but instead I took the Things to Do instead. But yeah, this is going to be the best of Walking Dead, which is what you're watching now. This is simply a collection of clips that I had from playing the first season. And since you don't, Lee ends up swearing quite a bit, so it gives you a lot of moments. The second game, he's not the main character, the little girl is instead, so you don't really have a whole lot of these moments where, you know, people are swearing at you or you're swearing at them, because, you know, you're a little girl. They're not going to have you do that. Alright, this is the second one I did, Best Player Deaths. I believe I call it Best Player Deaths number 1 now. Insinuating that I probably would do more, but these are all just for this game. And ultimately what happened is, number 3, I believe I know I had to get the You're an A-hole Corpsman achievement, so I know I purposely had to
there you go.
blew off her. Looks like I blew off her arms.
Number 2.
I knew I had to purposely kill myself in a couple of ways, at least for that, and to get ripped apart. So I know I had to die twice. And this is on a save file that, and you know, I didn't need to. This is the one that basically it killed my main character. I didn't plan on this one happening.
I didn't know he could.
But yeah, I'm basically clearing off my DVR hard drive for the Xbox One. So I wanted to put all these together and do an audio commentary. And this was the last chance I had to do it. So I figured, you know what? Why not? Oh yeah, I threw that in there too. Best of Walking Dead, the Best Player Deaths number 1, which only features State of Decay.
Stryker of Enyo.
This is number 3. This is top 5 shotgun moments of the week, and of course, you know, I only get 20 characters for these titles, so a lot of times, you know, they get extremely abbreviated. I mean, you know, not even audio commentary collection. I had to take out quite a bit of letters just to kind of make that fit. That's just what you have to do when you do this. You can't do 1 or 2 lines or anything. This is my first top 5. And I don't use the top 5 too often. I do like the numbers though. Number 4 is Bad Moments of Bad number 1. Then I've got How to Kill for Skin, and then I got Things to Do Sand Spin. So those are all the ones I'm going through. But yeah, I mean, I redid these individually and saved them to the OneDrive. I save everything now to the OneDrive, but these I did not have saved to the OneDrive, so I wanted to have a copy of them
At range, then I get
in their original form. Then obviously I'm going to make a copy of this, the audio commentary itself. But yeah, then I'm going to delete them off because there's tons of new games coming out. I mean,
one of the better ones.
Battlefront, with Star Wars,
KSG is
Metal Gear Solid is literally hours away from coming out. You know, number 5. Max.
Well, there you go. You got
Mad Max. That's also coming out. Not sure if I'm getting that on day 1, but you know, that's there. Not to mention, you know, once November hits and you've got all sorts of stuff, and even in December, you know, you got Rainbow Six and the new Hitman game and
Share them out there.
Just Cause 3. So, yeah, there's plenty of stuff. Here's the top moments of bad. Plenty of stuff to be talking about and to be making videos on, so I can't keep everything, so I'm basically archiving this stuff. Bad moments of bad. I had this idea simply because I had a number of recordings of being in the car with my buddy named Bad on Xbox Live. And he wouldn't drive so good, and then I ended up getting a couple more clips, and then I put them together.
He's the one in the pink car.
I did have one friend tell me that he kind of wished there was more explosions, and I was like, well, I'm kind of sorry. This is, all I had for Bad, because in GTA, there's not many times when you would be flying with somebody. Especially a guy that drives like this. So yeah, you kind of miss out on some of the explosions. But I'm trying to put together one that's got some explosions.
The passenger this time again.
I believe I missed the helicopter crash that he did on the back of the yacht for one of the heists. That would have gave me the explosion I needed. So I'm carefully weighing my options in order to do that.
This is the recycling job.
But yeah, Upload Studio still has, 15 segments. I haven't noticed any other limitations to it, aside from the fact that it is prone to crash. So I always upload all my clips that I want to use in first, and then I edit them, and then I go from there to add the text and the effects and all that. Because yeah, this Upload Studio, it will crash on you. I've had to do it a couple of times. Not even losing internet connection, but just the fact that the Upload Studio itself would crash.
This is unrelated.
It doesn't necessarily seem to do it. I forgot about that one.
Yeah,
getting crushed by my buddy. I think I just threw that in here. Bad had nothing to do with that. But yeah, there'll be a bad moments of bad hopefully coming up. A second one. I'll try to get some more explosions in there. But yeah, it's prone to crash. I don't recommend using it because you can, especially if you're making bigger projects like this, like doing a bunch of audio commentaries all together, linking a bunch of videos together, try to add some extra stuff. I got 6 separate videos in here that probably all used 15 segments. It's cool that you can put them all together to be sure. And have all the effects and everything else that was originally embedded in those videos. I don't know about video quality. I'll have to look at that myself, and maybe I'll get back to you, because I'm not really sure. Yeah, he's dead. Not really sure if the video quality is the same as the original uploads versus what I'm uploading now, or the original clips, I should say, by themselves. But I'll be able to tell you that next time. And I think that's it. Yep, there's his gamer tag.
Welcome,
and this is how to kill for skin. This was like a 2-minute video I did. It was okay. I was basicly trying to inform people that, hey, bring a light machine gun with you and you can take out the animals pretty fast. That multi-kill I just threw in there because I did it.
What happens is that
it was a lot better than having a light machine gun. Gave you a lot more rounds, and it was a lot better to use instead of an automatic or any kind of assault rifle. There I actually took out the guy kind of quick. I should have showed myself, failing at it. And basically this is kind of the moment when I started to realize
of bullets. You don't have to worry about
I needed to actually and as you see, well, actually I did go back and I did record more footage of this
dangerous animal is that's stalking you.
So this is probably the first time I actually started to record additional footage specifically for the video. Otherwise, bad moments of bad, Best of Walking Dead, they were all just using clips that I had, existing clips, on the DVR, on the Xbox One, in the Upload app. And, you know, basically it's like, well, you know, what am I going to do with all these clips? So I decided to use them for something.
So you can always grab one.
And then as I was using them, then I would end up deleting them. And then I found out about the fact that you can actually save them. So I figured, oh, I'm going to definitely do that.
FarCry 4.
You know, and then it's actually in 720p is actually what all these clips are. So 30 seconds of 720p is basically 14 megabytes.
You might be surprised that it actually does a fairly good job, and you don't.
But obviously, you know, when you watch it here on upload or through upload, it's horribly compressed. It doesn't really look like 720p. They basically probably do that for playing purposes. But here's the last one. Things to do.
Come on, I only got 20
in
letters.
GTA Sandspin. Of course, I only got 20 letters, so that has to get shortened down quite a bit.
That was a pretty fun one.
But Rooster Teeth on YouTube, you know, they do a lot of these things to do videos.
Doesn't count.
And this is another
and then spinning into
another one where I had a bunch of clips like this of me basically just doing this and recording it. Originally, I never thought of making it a things to do. Usually with the things to do, you know, you have an idea set up ahead of time. And then you basically go off and you do it and you experiment a little bit and you find what works the absolute best. Of course, here I found that the rain worked, you know, the absolute best. But
the rain definitely helps.
Well, yeah, this was just another one of those bunch of collection of clips.
Favorite kind of sports car.
And like I said in the other audio commentary, you know, now I've actually been doing a few where I specifically record video.
Well, I got the one lady.
Like the World of Tanks, Long Black Road. You know, that all obviously had to be edited, and there's actually some
bunch of beach people in their blankets,
beauty shots without the HUD that I specifically had to record in order to have kind of a nice intro sections, or at least whenever they mention the Long Black Road itself, you know, then I would cut to one of those.
Slide in and take out entire groups.
But yeah, you know, I'm just, you know, using some clips here at the moment, and I'm actually pretty excited about the whole 360 backwards compatibility thing once it becomes official. Because, you know, I mean, I can take video footage from any of those games now. So, you know, already like Gears 1 and Perfect Dark Zero and, you know, the stuff in the Rare collection, you know, all that stuff, you know, I can now use and put in here just like it belongs. So that actually gives me a lot of possibilities for top 5s, maybe even top 10s in the future. So yeah, backwards compatibility would be pretty cool.
Grand Theft Auto 5. Enjoy.